Hey, Koko here. How you doing? Why? Why? That's the series I'm doing now. Why do you eat crap? Why do you eat so badly? Why do you not take care of yourself? You know better. It's a little more work to eat well, but you still eat crap. You know, at this point, McDonald's, we're finding out more and more scary stuff about them. You know, there's a percentage of the beef in the burger is pink stuff, you know, where they take, they spin the gristle and all the other crap, and they take the nasty bits and they process that, and they add, and they can add so much to, percentage to the other stuff. It's frightening, the stuff we eat, the stuff we feed our kids, the stuff we allow our kids to eat. If you do it occasionally, it's not going to kill you. You do it a lot. Well, I mean, look at the obesity rate. Look at how, if you can't run up 2 flights of stairs, okay, you need to work on that. If you can't, if you're smoking and drinking a lot, and your health is, adversely affected by all of this, you got to stop. You got to take care of yourself. Why? Why are you punishing yourself? Are you punishing your family? You just don't give a crap? Is that the deal? Are you just lazy? I buy very little processed foods. I'll buy beef. I'll buy chicken. I will buy, I buy a couple of processed things. I'm a Polish kid, so I love pierogies, so I'll buy pierogi. And once or twice a week, I'll have pierogi. And I know it's basically a giant ravioli filled with cheese and potatoes and things like that. You just fry it in butter. And I definitely use butter. And people say, oh, no, you got to realize butter's good for you. Olive oil is good for you. If you're using margarine, if you're using, I can't believe it's not butter or shed spread kind of stuff. If you take that stuff, somebody told me about this, that they took a container of that shed spread and they took the lid off and they set it in the back of their garage and they let it sit over the summer. At the end of the summer, first of all, there's no bugs in it. No animals got into it. And it turned into like a chunk of plastic. Ooh, and people eat that. It's just processed oil. And that's what plastic is. It's not good. Granted, dairy isn't necessarily the best thing for you, but it's real. And then if you can stay away from all the growth hormones and other crap. Now, more and more companies, like, in the Chicagoland area, out west, there's Oberweis dairies, and none of their farmers use the growth hormone, and that's guaranteed. If you go to Trader Joe's, if you buy any of the Trader Joe milks and things like that, there's a little stamp on there that there's no growth hormone. If you go to, I know Target has their line, like I don't know if it's organic or what, but there's a little stamp on there saying there's no growth hormone. You really don't need that kind of stuff. You don't want that. You do not want that stuff in your milk. Because bottom line, it gets into your milk and it gets into your body, and you don't need growth hormone. You don't need antibiotics. You don't need all this other crap. People say organic isn't any better than regular stuff. Yeah, well, maybe not, but at least the pesticides aren't as evil. The genetically modified stuff is scary. Is it safe? I have people who argue with me all the time and say it's absolutely safe. It's just food. But when you make corn that within it makes its own pesticide, there's a pesticide that is inside. And I've seen, examples where they take, two little L's of wood and they have a nail sticking out and they stick an ear of corn that's genetically modified and, it's just an organic ear of corn. And they leave it out, and the squirrels eat all the corn on the regular one and nibble on the genetically modified, and they don't eat it. They can taste the pesticide. And they say, well, the more processed it is, the less likely you are to be affected by it. Well, okay. But if you eat corn on the cob, you're eating pesticide. And it's not something you can wash off. It's in the corn. So, soybeans right now are almost all genetically modified, unless it's organic. And they make it so that they can spray the most evil pesticides on it. And it's getting worse and worse because the weeds are clever. And they become, you spray 1,000 weeds with pesticide and 2 of them will live. And those 2 will multiply and they will be resistant to that pesticide. And then you have to increase the pesticide and you do it again. And this time more and more. And until they get to the point where, when your farmer is wearing a hazmat suit to produce the product, when the farmer is wearing a hazmat suit to harvest the product, and then it's okay to eat, check that out. That's a frightening thought when they're, they won't even handle the harvest product because it's so contaminated with pesticides that it causes burns and other things. I don't know. It's scary stuff. So think twice. Why, are you eating so badly? Why do you eat crap? Think this through. I mean, do you not like running upstairs? Do you not want to live a long, I believe I've read, they say the average man lives to be 75 and the average woman lives to be 82. But I think that number is dropped is dropping again, which is not a good thing. I mean, we have all these magic medical things, which are scary as hell as well. But bottom line is we're putting more poisons, more toxins into our body, and it's no big deal. So think this through. Why are you doing all this bad stuff to your body? Think about it. Ask why. Give me some reasons. Give me some reasons why you eat crap. Koko?